Good evening, afternoon, and morning to all our Station X passengers. Welcome back to the wonderful world of YouTube for another contest showcase. Today we'll be showing off our submissions for the Tribute Plaza Competition, which has been going on since mid-August of this year. There were 4 submissions we'll be showing off today, but only 3 will be fighting for the grand prize. Today we have 3 builds from Planet Coaster and 1 build from Planet Zoo. It'll be a fierce competition, so let's get into it. I am Genesis, and let's get on track for this showcase. The Tribute Plaza competition began on August 21st as part of Nomad Lit Week and ran till September 28th. Contestants were tasked with building a plaza area that paid homage to something from Planet Coaster or Planet Zoo, personal or in-game. Originally, the prompt called for 12 by 6 with no height restriction, but the rules were later expanded to 15 by 15. Blueprint and park files were welcome. TMTK, Custom Media, and Zoo Creative Mode were permitted, and the contest was available for the Planet Coaster and Planet Zoo players on all hardware. Our first build will be Icebreaker Plaza by Genesis. And this is Icebreaker Plaza by me. I have a brief description here, and it reads, "Hey chat, this is Icebreaker Plaza, a tribute to my Lost Planetco build, Project Icebreaker. It was originally a mini park I was constructing with a partner for the Nexus Duo competition in 2020. But we moved on to another build. However, I love the concept of the Frostpunk Park so much, I continued and made it my own. However, midway through, I oversaved my build and it could only be seen through 15 screenshots. Hope you enjoy." So yes, the tribute for this plaza is for Project Icebreaker, a build that I accidentally oversaved. So let's take a look at what we got here. So already in the center we have this colossal structure. In the original build it was supposed to be the center of the park, and the whole gimmick of this entire park is that it's the last civilization in a frosted over world. And the roller coaster in question, which has got a lot of fun steam elements coming off the coaster, is supposed to be the pipes that warm up the air. So of course you got all the foliage here, and then you got the mountains in the background. Like, everything's snowed over except for some of the plants. So clearly a sanctuary from all the cold. Owls, signs, and ice grinders. I don't exactly remember what I had going on here, but it's going to be the bathrooms. But I like the, I'll 4 meter smooth this coaster here. Every single piece of the coaster, because yeah, it did go around the park. It was a launch coaster. It wasn't this exact model, I think I used the Vector model. A lot of TMTK in this build was used, mainly for the factory up here. This factory was based on a steel mill in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. And yeah, the story would be they developed the whole systems that made everything warmer. So maybe there's some sort of mystery that went into it. I mean, maybe that's why there's the mysterious cottage over here, which, if you go through the door, there's absolutely nothing inside. I wanted to put something in there, but I was like, nah, I'll just leave it. Regardless, I'm really toying with the rocks here. I got some ice rocks, snow boulders to create a nice transition. And then I have a chief beef right here to represent the hotel that I was putting in that was themed to a cottage. That didn't really develop too far. I got the sheet metals right here. Here's one of the first things that I built in this plaza, and that was umbrellas, heated umbrellas that were space heater umbrellas. Earth is frozen over. You need something warm to eat and drink, so to work into the theme, I got an upside down trash can with, I believe, orange basic shapes, and then I have a manhole cover right here to kind of close it all up with the picnic table, and then got the ghost trap from Ghostbusters, and I got 2 lamps right under here, and if you listen carefully, kind of hear crinkling of fire. Just so that way it's like, yeah, this is emanating heat. And of course there is a little secret that comes from this place. I built a little break room for all the people. Now originally in the ride it used to be the queue, and this would be something that would kind of warm you up to the pre-show. Like, it'd be the pre-show room. Now here I got a nicely detailed break room with some nice fiberglass lighting, a bunch of TMTK pieces, and I got a spooky table from the spooky pack, and this projector that I actually forgot what pack this is from. Amazing Everybody Reads TMTK piece from Delta, and then I got a nice Jaws of the Week, and filled this out in the original thing, but I kind of made everything a little more crooked, and I added a lot more names to it. Taking it to nighttime, everything gets a nice orange and light bluish glow to kind of show the heat and cold. And you definitely see the orange coming into play around here in the warmer sections, but of course, right here in the incredible central structure, which is definitely a major redesign from what I originally did. Because again, it still uses spaceship hull pieces as the 4 columns here utilize, and of course the footers, using a lot of the fiberglass lights, and I even used one-way glass for the interior. It's very hard to see from here, but yeah, it delivers a very cool effect in my opinion, where if you look at it, it kind of looks like it's fading out, and then like you never quite see the other side. It gives a very nice, cool effect, but goes all the way up here too. An interesting choice, I'll say. I couldn't really think of anything else to make it work. I got a bunch of lowrider cars here, and then I put in some ancient carved characters to fill in the top of this structure. But let's finish up our thoughts. So even though that this build won't be making it to the finals of the Tribute Plaza, it's still nice to head on down to the link in the description down below, like, favorite, subscribe, comment, the whole shebang, and make sure you show support to Icebreaker Plaza. Now, enough about me showing off my own stuff. How about we actually get on to what we all came for, showing off the builds for our 3 competitors. Let's head on over. Our next build will be Grave of Unfinished Projects by Churro1283. And here we have the Grave of Unfinished Projects by Churro. Churro left a small description for the build. The Grave of Unfinished Projects pays tribute to the hundreds of hours wasted to create these half-built projects. I also played around with forced perspective so when viewed in Tejicam at night, it is a stunning build, but zoomed out during the day looks like a dumpster. Thanks for running the contest and enjoy the build. And already I am captivated by these sculptures right down the middle of the advanced move tools. Now, of course, I already took a peek at this, and these are all made out of hydro beams, which already, just by saying that, we can confirm that this is filled with TMTK. And honestly, to make it look this good, there has to be TMTK in it at some point. And yeah, we got a whole graveyard of unfinished projects by Churro. Now, alright, there is so much to go off of right now. A whole grungy dystopian sci-fi vibe. Graffiti all over the place, and stores looking like they haven't had customers in ages. Oh, and these interiors are already decorated. We got a laundromat, and it's got washing machines. Lovely Ferrana's dirt decals. It's interesting how the vintage elevator with shake keeps on going. I wonder if and we have glass shards down here. Well, it looks like it's the pile of rubble DK. I mean, like TMTK item. There is going to be a lot of TMTK featured here. Like this build is just straight up TMTK. Like this butcher sign right here. This font, that's Hydro font. Well, that's actually an in-game piece. The detailing in this build is absolutely incredible, because some of these pieces, yeah, we have these can easily be placed back, but then we got stuff like this Jägermeister, and yeah, these are all individually placed. Same with this. Oh, the further I look into this build, the crazier it gets. Authorized personnel only. Oh, and it leads to nowhere, so we're just going to back out of that. A lot of graffiti. Wooden scaffolding pieces are being used here. I see classic brick decorative pieces. So we got a lot of vanilla pieces in here, but we definitely have a lot of TMTK going on. Oh, basic shapes? Like, that's how good these pieces are. They look like they are just straight up part of like a concrete set, but these are basic shapes. That is awesome. And then what do we got here? Again, more basic shapes, but thanks to the dirt decals, it gives a more concrete. We got some floating items. I don't know what happened there. Maybe a TMTK piece didn't download correctly, or maybe he was kind of finishing this up real quickly. It does. It looks like it's unfinished. Oh, we got the laundromat being used here again for Bobby's poopies. We got adobe walls being used here. Nice little garage. And again, it's just, you can worm all around this place. and you'll just keep on finding stuff. And no, we only looked on one side. There is still a whole other section. Like, we got this noodle bowl, the noodle sign, I believe that's World's Fair, so that's kind of in-game. This boiler right here, I like. Oh, he did the hazard strips and then he painted them black. What did he do down here? He did steam pipe outlets and then he kind of circle around it to create a shape. The in-game coaster sign. Oh, Isla Churro. It's definitely giving off some major Ready Player One vibes, like with the whole stacks and everything, especially here with all the stairs going all over the place. Oh, and then of course we have the buildings right here, which I wonder if they are not interior. This uses a lot of brick. It feels completely different from some of the other builds, so I do wonder if this is separate from others or if this was added in. I at least remember seeing a market similar to the vibes of these. Bolsaki takeout. Again, interiors is fantastic. Using the vintage lettering to create a window box. Yeah, everything fits within a 15 by 15 space. Everything is to scale thanks to Mr. Archer, and of course we got a Tejicam right here. So let's head back into Tejicam as requested by Churro, and let's check this out at night. So switching this to night now, it's clear that the cyberpunk vibes are now starting to settle in a lot more, especially with all this basic white light that fills up these dark and nearly abandoned places. Oh, we got the fan going too. Oh, definitely a convenience store. Definitely would have loved a little bit of lighting on the advanced move sculptures here, although what detailing is being done here is very nice. Like, it's nice how these are being lit up, like color neon flying up here, and seeing some more of the mysterious stacks and builds. Just doing a quick flyover to see if there's any little secrets. There isn't, so we got Sloppy or Sloopy. Oh, we got a nice kind of Chief Beef billboard. It doesn't have the billboard itself, it just has the logo, but... And then, oh wow, he used fairy lights for this, didn't he? Like, or no, he actually used individual bulbs. That is absolutely nuts. I mean, I can kind of see how he did it, doing one at a time and then scanning and then copying, advanced moving, and then placing them all over, but that is still very tedious, especially when you have to do it for an S and a C, which are very annoying letters to do like custom for because they're curvy. But still, Churro did it, and frankly, this is a really cool build. So let's head on to our final thoughts. And that was The Grave of Unfinished Projects by Churro. If you want to show your support for this build, head into the link in the description down below and like, favorite, subscribe, comment, the whole shebang. And if you want to see Grave of Unfinished Projects make it to the top of the Tribute Plaza, head into our Discord and vote for the Grave of Unfinished Projects by Churro. Anyway, we're going to head into our final Planico build and continue on our showcase through the Tribute Plaza contest. Let's go! Our next submission will be Planet Coaster Tribute Plaza by Szizwidg. And here we have the Planet Coaster Tribute Plaza by Szizwidg. And already that absurdism and surrealism that Szizwidg has practically made his brand is front and center. I mean, we have a freaking train going up dive coaster track and riding it like it's nothing. So obviously mod aspects are being used for this build, but it's delivering such a cool visual. And honestly, we got a lot of cool topiary stuff going on around here. The plaza is nicely defined by these topiary pieces. Oh, sorry, Mr. Shark, from the in-game pieces, kind of leading out into a pathway here, which Szizwidg's little description for this park is, "Hello, it's me, Szizwidg, very late as always. I hope you enjoy this. Never mind all the crazy past all around. The plaza is part of the park, which park is for the contest for which, surprise, I am late to finish as well. Viva Planet Coaster." So yeah, when he says pathing all over the place, he means this stuff. This is clearly part of a much bigger project, but the plaza is smack dab in the middle of all of it. And from my understanding of this build, it's going to be another chaos park that ties into Ponkare and the three-body problem, which Szizwidg participated in our previous contest for the Coaster Edutainment competition. I definitely cannot wait to take a look at that. But here we got a bunch of fountains all over the place using the in-game vanilla crown and some fairy lights to create a very nice fountain. I believe for these pieces he is using the River Rapids method. You know, you get the rides, and then you bring them down, and you get running water without having to use scenery pieces. It looks very nice, and it looks very smooth. I got a bunch of World's Fair and I believe Spooky Pack pieces, but we got some vanilla statues in here as well. But not only that, we also have TMTK in this build, so do be mindful of TMTK pieces that will be appearing in your build. Of course, the centerpiece of all this is this Grand and Venetian carousel stacked on top of each other. Stacked carousels I've seen before with just like one bracket. I never seen like a cake layered sort of thing where it's like the Grand Carousel's on the bottom and the Venetian's on top. It creates a nice depth for this incredible King Coaster statue, which the tracks around here are basilisk track and they're connected together through basic shape. So honestly, that's a very creative use. And oh, wait a minute, hold on. Oh my god, he's using friggin' iron Fury track for the support. That is... oh my god, it looks... I've never actually seen anything like this done before. It looks incredible. It creates some nice, like, definition for the staircase that normal supports can't really do. And of course, it fills in the supports automatically and it gets that nice wood and steel look. So honestly, it looks freaking cool. It's amazing. Like, I never even would have thought to do that, but of course all things are possible with the mod. So yeah, I think we should check out how this park looks at night. So let's head on right over there. So switching over into nighttime, and the plaza isn't exactly lit up as much as one may think, but it still looks very nice. And of course you got the carousels lighting it up very nice and well. You got the trains lighting it up. And we got all of these fountains being lit up by fairy lights all over the place. And when the shops are occupied by vendors, they're going to be lit up. And you know what is freaking lit up? Freaking King Coaster's teeth! Damn! I need to find out his dental plan, because these pearly whites, I need to get whatever he's got. He's got the neon glow. But yeah. The hands of the statue, they're very small compared to the rest of the build, but that's also because they're using, it's very hard to see here, but King Coaster statue piece that I rarely see used because it's such a specific piece. So it's very nice that King Coaster is finally getting his love, but of course through a very big and very custom statue, which is using scenery pieces. Meanwhile, up here, the crown has got a nice gold shine thanks to those temple pieces. And then these rings are TMTK pieces. They are neon tube. Now, before one may think, oh, did he individually place them? No, don't worry. They are a sort of omega shape, like almost circular. So don't worry. Szizwidg didn't break his fingers making a circle and then copying and pasting. But overall, it adds to the nice spherical and ring-like shapes that are being formed here from not only the coaster but also the surrounding King Coaster statue and from the very top. I absolutely love this. And of course you got all the brick decaling coming down here. I don't understand what the brick may represent, but honestly 6,110 pieces just for these bricks alone. It does look very nice, and the shape absolutely gorgeous. We got New World, and we got all these topiaries all over the place, like a freaking castle ground. Mishmash of spooky World's Fair and vanilla game. Anyway, let's head into our final thoughts for this build, and let's keep on rolling. So that was the Planet Coaster Tribute Plaza by Szizwidg. Now, head down into the link in the description below as always, and like, favorite, subscribe, comment, the whole shebang. Make sure you show your support to Szizwidg, and if you like this build and you want to see it reach the top of the Tribute Plaza rankings, make sure to join our Discord through the link below, and make sure you vote for the Planet Coaster Tribute Plaza by Szizwidg. Now that we're all done with all the Planet Coaster stuff here, we're going to head right over into our final submission, which will be in the world of Planet Zoo. So, I'll see you there. Our final submission will be Fall Foliage Fun by Ekko, They, Them. And this is Fall Foliage Fun by Ekko, They, Them. Now, they wrote a bit of a description here that I'm going to read off, so let's do it right now. A tribute to my love of the nature pieces in the game, and a tribute to my city and all I love about it. Fall Foliage Fun Plaza was inspired by plazas around my city and in the small towns just outside my city. We Canadians are sentimental, and so the layered history of a place is often not just visible but showcased. Remnants of the past are left and made into features when renovating an area, and it makes for a very fun place to see what's tucked behind a corner, what wacky thing was made into a centerpiece, etc. I tried to capture the beauty and whimsy of my city with the foliage and nature set pieces Planet Zoo has to offer. So please wander the plaza, taking the beauty of fall and the mix of reds, yellows with still blooming flowers, the mix of dense green foliage with bushes already gone to sleep for the winter. Watch as fall leaves and pollen dance around the air and land into the lush moss and dry crunching leaves. Can you piece together the history of this place and discover all the details have to tell? That's a bit of a tongue twister at the very end. But yes, a tribute to Planet Zoo pieces, but also a tribute to real life plazas. Oh, this place is absolutely breathtaking. Like, it's very hard to put to words what sort of things are going on here. Like, it's honestly hard to piece together what sort of story this place might have, because honestly, I'm just getting taken away by what builds are here. We got a little souvenir mug on top of some New World benches here. And I love these bike racks that are being set up, broken into two pieces. What sort of pieces are we looking at? Oh, we're looking at the front half and the back half of a bicycle. So I believe a lot of New World stuff is being used here. I mean, we have some bronze statues from the campaign, but we also have some New World wolf sculptures, group title. I wonder what's going on with this projected screen. So we got a whole bee theme. We got a secret skunk right over here, but this seems to be a toilet block. I absolutely love the arches going into here. A lot of arching things in this plaza. I mean, we have the arch over top of this incredible fountain space that seems very natural, like it seems plucked out of a swamp area. Since we got the, I believe, cattails right over here. Yeah, cattail reeds. And then we got all these nice New World arches kind of hanging over top of the pathway. We got some ATMs over here with a nice little basket and then a nice little conservation bee sign kind of hovering above. Again, we got a lot of New World going on here. I definitely wonder if this was some sort of nature park or a section of a zoo that was abandoned, because we have stuff like this right over here, which is an American bullfrog exhibit. This seems like all the brick stuff was here first, and all the New World stuff came in later. Like, mainly because the color and all the growth that is happening on top of it, it feels as though it came first, and all these statues and foliage came in second. Because usually New World is like, you know, New World. But this is absolutely incredible. I mean, I wonder what's going on here with this old windmill piece kind of slanted and sticking out the ground. I wonder if that implies this was kind of like a farm or a recreational area where they fueled some things, like fueled a water pump. This area is definitely great if you build alongside, like if you start building from this plaza, because this has definitely got a lot of stuff setting up. Like, you got an animal talk point set up right next to the American bullfrogs. We got a beautiful, like, Zen-esque garden that's kind of being set up. I love this little cozy spot, although, like, the hot dog squad is a bit of a walk away from the table. But switching over to night, I mean, I have learned my lesson from last time. We are currently in creative mode, so all of these lights are just glistening the entire place. And oh, this is definitely a very nice, cozy place. I mean, I would appreciate not having pollen hitting my face. I'm allergic to pollen, for those who don't know. Yeah, everything has a nice glow. It's not flooded with light. It's just naturally lit. And again, this plaza, absolutely lovely. I definitely want to see this from a flying perspective. And again, you got the overgrowth on top of the building right over here. Ooh, you kind of got some calling that's going on. I wonder if that kind of ties in to the theme. But this is overall a very wonderful plaza at night. I can't wait to see what some of the other weather effects look like. So let's quickly check those out. So the rain has fallen over top of the Fall Foliage Fun Plaza, and yeah, everything is just so nice, and honestly, it's very cozy. You got the autumn leaves falling, and yeah, again, Planet Zoo rain helps bring stuff to life, and honestly, these statues shine so much more now thanks to the rain. Honestly, such a beautiful game. I cannot wait to see what happens when fall goes away and we enter into the winter time. So, let's check that out. So fall has come to pass, and now it is time for winter to fill up the leaves and make everything a nice, shiny white. And we got a nice little, like, I believe, prairie dog, black-tailed prairie dog, yeah! Chilling underneath the tree here. That's a nice little touch. The statues are picking up all the snow, of course the umbrellas. Nice little chill spot under here while everything else is starting to freeze. Everything is getting covered in the white powder. Yeah, with the trees kind of shaking the breeze. I didn't even know they did that, but that's cool that they are. Unless it's some sort of visual glitch, but regardless, it does look very nice. And again, it ties into this weird sort of arch aesthetic that is going throughout this entire build. I'm sure the bullfrogs are nice and happy in here. They don't have to worry about freezing their butt offs out here. But let's finish up our showcase and let's get into our final thoughts of the Fall Foliage Fun. And that was the Fall Foliage Fun Plaza by Ekko, They, Them. Now, make sure you head into the description down below and like, favorite, subscribe, comment, the whole shebang. Show support for this absolutely incredible plaza. If you want to see this submission make it to the top of the Tribute Plaza rankings, make sure you head into our Discord and vote for the make sure you vote for the Fall Foliage Fun Plaza by Ekko, They, Them. Now, let's head into our final thoughts and finish up this showcase. And that was our showcase. We hope you enjoyed. If you want to show your support to the creations, make sure you head into the description below and like, favorite, subscribe, comment, the whole 9 yards for each of the builds. As for our 3 competitors, you can decide who wins when voting opens up. It will only be available for a few days, so if you're seeing this video, make sure you join the Discord and vote in the Tribute Plaza contest today. We thank all of the builders who participated in the contest. This is Station X's first big competition since the transition, and we're happy with the turnout. As you may have noticed, we are changing things up with our videos in terms of the aesthetics. And to address the elephant in the room, I moved. Which is why this video is out later than usual and why my background is different. We'll be continuing to work on the changes for the video, so subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified of our next upload. Anyway, I am so generous, and I'll see you all at the next stop. See you guys then.